Filmmaker Rebecca Zlotowski caught our attention with her fifth feature, Other People's Children, which was released in the US in 2023. So we were particularly excited to screen her follow-up film, A Private Life, a stylish French-language film. It stars Oscar-winning actress Jodie Foster, alongside César-winning Danielle Auteuil at the top of the cast. So there was even more to be excited about. This is not Foster's first French-language film performance, but it is her most accomplished, and she becomes the first American to be nominated for a César, the French Oscar, in the acting category. To learn more about how the film came into being, we spent some time with filmmaker Rebecca Zlotowski.
So the film is, your lead character is a therapist, a psychoanalyst. And I guess my first question is, has your therapist seen the film?
Don't mention it, please. This is like my worst. It's my worst fear, because I cannot and even I did a radio show 1 week ago, and I'm 100% sure that she would listen to it. And now when I introduce the movie, when I introduce the film to audiences, I'm is it maybe the film just is starts with the aggressive idea of seeing my shrink cry, and I feel bad. I feel bad with that. And I cannot mention, I cannot tell you how was the last session we had with my therapist. And I think I'm just it's the only thing I'm saying because it's too much, But one thing that is funny is that I noticed that there's not one protagonist when you're in therapy. There are two people that are the protagonists of the story. So it's not just about who's talking and who's listening. It's a story that is all together. So she's the second protagonist of this film that is just unseen, and I'll have a conversation with her pretty soon. Probably she doesn't want to see me anymore.
If the door's locked when you go for your next therapy session, you'll know.
In the film, your lead character is the actress who portrays your lead character is Jodie Foster. And I'm curious, was this, when you originally conceived of it, was the idea that this would be an American that would bring sort of that outsider perspective, or was that something that you modified as she expressed interest in appearing in the film?
When Anne Berest, who's the novelist and co-writer of the film, sent me her first draft, she was not supposed to be American. She was this psychiatrist living in France, living in Paris. But then, and the film was called with the eponymous title, just Lilian Steiner, which is the name of the character. Mm-hmm. I read it, and it's not fake modesty to say that everything was in it, but I was super I fell in love with the character, but there was no film, and the film started in my mind because I just I've been hit by the idea that it could be for Jodie. And the fact that she would be American led me to narrative plots. Of course, if she's American, she's recording the patients. And if she records the patients, she can be robbed with those recordings. And it can be, there's this movie that I love, Nightmare Alley, where there's so many suspicion on, psychiatrists and psychanalysts, in the 40s, where they would record people to blackmail them. This was the fear of people towards psychanalysis in the beginning. So this is something we loved to play with and to play around. Jodie never expressed any interest before I wanted her to make it. When we met the first time, she literally explained to me the film, which is the best thing that can happen to a filmmaker. Mm-hmm. She was this is interesting. She read the 2 drafts of the film that I sent her, thinking that she would never read the first one. She was touring with True Detective. She was pretty busy. And I was like that with my producer, okay, let's face it, she will never answer. But she did. And she had read the 2 drafts that I sent, that I've been sending. And she was not only I like the character, but I like the direction you take. And she explained the film and enlightened it. And this is something that you don't witness that often as a filmmaker. I love when Jodie says if you want to know me, just watch my films. And someone else told me, oh, is this on purpose that you called the film, you titled the film Vie Privée? So when you type on Google right now, a private life, Jodie Foster's private life, you fall on the film. So I was this is so smart.
That's funny.
This is so smart. So literally Jodie Foster is smart enough, is that intelligent. So to protect her privacy, she does a film that is called A Private Life. I don't know. This is the kind of, you can just and I love the fact that she's the prophet in a way. I mean, what did she see in this film that makes it interesting? And it gives you so much confidence in the beginning because You feel it's like it's meaningful. Like it's worth making it if she paid interest to it. So this is probably the reason, like one of the thousand reasons why we all love her.
How do you direct Jodie Foster? What do you say? What do you not say? What was there? Was there rehearsal? How do you navigate between take 2 and take 3? Do you know what I mean? I'm curious what that process was like, because she's a director, she's a formidable actress, but what's her process, I guess?
I think that eventually, it's always like this is the question with every actors and actresses. You need to find the grammaire and the languages for everyone, which is like probably like the job of the director. This is probably like the only job. Like I write as well, but the moment of the filmmaking, like as we mentioned, I cannot like just like create any setup. I cannot create any costume. I don't know anything. The only thing that we are like responsible of is create a language that works with someone. And with Jodie, it's been like, eventually it's not Jodie Foster, the monument that you visit, because you cannot work like that.
Right.
And even it's not polite to be like that.
Yes.
Because after 1 second, of course, there's an asymmetry. You know her so much more than she knows you. So this is unfair. And you have to fix that all the time. So first she came like 1 month in France, and we did the same way I do with my actors in France. We had dinner, we walked in the streets, we've been talking of the script, we've been reading it, like rehearsing it with like, configurations of family configurations in the film, like Daniel Auteuil and her, Vincent Lacoste, like the son, the ex-husband and her, the patient and her, the other anyway. So we do that in order to read, like to go through the script. And then eventually we play.
Let's take a look at a clip from the film. This is a clip from the film A Private Life, co-written by Rebecca Zlotowski, our guest here on Inside the Arthouse, and it features Jodie Foster and Daniel Auteuil.
Il a tué la tante et puis sa femme.
Je croyais que t'aimais pas les huîtres.
C'est vrai, j'aime pas du tout ça. J'ai trouvé des choses compromettantes chez lui, dont il se débarrassait.
Tu fais ses poubelles?
C'est mon boulot.
Oh, tu trembles.
Je suis persuadée qu'il m'a vu.
Mais non. Ça y est, on a fini pour les...
Je pense que vous avez même pas voulu dîner ensemble pour mes 20 ans. Vous m'avez pourri mon adolescence avec votre séparation. Tout ça pour... Non, désolé, c'est pas du tout sympa.
I love them.
Yeah, it plays against Americans' expectations of French cinema, where, of course, everybody's having an affair, on their spouse. and here the affair is with their ex-spouse.
This is my gift. This is my gift to American audience. This is like the flirt.
Thank you. Yes. We have faith in the French people again.